Welcome to Let's Pour with Patty. Thank you so much for joining me on this wild and wacky ride as I learn the joys and share with you the wonders of creating with fluid art. Stick around, let's have some fun, and as always, keep creating. Let's pour. So remember back a few videos ago where I did this piece. It was video number 75, The Magic of Pearl Paints. Here's the piece. And I had all these little black dots through it, and I couldn't live with it. They drove me crazy. They were caused by little dry particles of black paint that were in my paint, apparently. So I decided to paint over it with paint right out of the tube. I believe it's a Creative Inspirations Paynes Gray. And I was devastated when I poured out my Flow paint, which is also Paynes Gray, and I found all these very large chunks of dried paint. I don't know where it's all coming from. I haven't used this paint in a while, so it's possible that it came from inside of the bottle of the paint itself. But yeah, so anyways, we are going to try again. Now we're using the pearl paints, and this is pearl red. And then this is pearl blue. Amsterdam paints, of course. And then I went for, I believe this is probably the pearl violet. Or it could be the pearl green too. I'm really not sure. This is the pearl yellow. I had very, very little of it. So I know that when I put that out, there's, barely anything there. But yet it shows up a lot in the painting. It's crazy. So then I put my marbles in and I do some curly cues and whirly doos. I tried to do 2 marbles for a while, but didn't last too long. That's okay. I love it when you can almost like pick up the colors of the paints when the light hits it just right. You can see some of that red and blue and green. I used the 5 colors, the pearl red, blue, green, violet, and the last of my yellow. So I then tilted this off. I barely had enough paint to get it done, but I got it done. I didn't have to put any more on. I probably could have used at least a little more flow extender, but I didn't have any more mixed up, and I didn't want to use the rest that was in my thing because of all the little dry particles that I had. So I'm like, I have to make this work. So I just diligently kept tilting and tilting. This last corner is probably what gave me the hardest time, but we still got her done. And when I say we, I mean me. I cannot wait to see this dry. It's amazing how little yellow I had. And it looks like there's so much in there. I don't know where all my purple went. Hopefully more will show up. I know there's some here and there's some there. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more. I don't know what happened with that yellow. It took over. So I'm loving it. I think it's going to be absolutely gorgeous when it dries. Let me know what you think. Yeah, that's going to be cool. It's Leia! She's here today. It's Mother's Day, and she's here to help out, right?
I don't even know what you're doing. But
Well, I am trying to figure out what to do myself. So don't worry about it. Don't worry, because I don't know either. What we're going to do is I did this painting. I did it once, and it didn't work because there was like little dried pieces of black paint all throughout my black paint. So when I put my black paint down as a base and then I poured over it, all these little black dots showed up in my painting.
So ugly.
It was so bad. So I tried to fix them by taking that color paint and putting a dot over the black dot, and then I just ended up with all these dots everywhere. So that didn't work. So, okay, we'll fix that. No need to panic. I painted the base with black paint straight from the bottle, and I let it dry for like 2 or 3 days, and then I did another pour over top of it. Well, apparently I probably should have waited longer than that, because I don't think the paint that I painted to cover the first painting, I don't think it was cured enough, and I think it off-gassed and created all these holes.
So ugly. I don't like
everywhere.
it. It just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
The painting itself, or just little black dots?
The black dots.
Okay, well, we're going to hide those black dots with butterflies.
Those things.
And the ones that I can't hide, we're going to try to turn into stars or something.
Ooh, that sounds good.
We're going to give it a shot. Because this is a beautiful painting.
Yes, and those go on this is...
And those really are going to look nice. So we've got these ones, and
Dragonflies. Dragonflies.
some tiny dragonflies and some tiny butterflies. So we've got a whole bunch of different kinds. I don't really know anything about these stickers.
They stick on the painting.
I believe these are supposed to go...
Guys,
Yes.
and I coming down.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now we're having another person probably.
And
Here.
I make my own. I make my own.
Come here, want to do a video? You have to say it. Say hi.
Hi.
Look, right there.
It's Naders.
And I want this one on it. Right here. I want this and this and this and
Okay, so
Okay, grab it. Can I place the first one down, or you place it?
I gotta figure out how it works first.
Okay, we're just going to have some fun placing some butterflies, figuring out how these stickers work. For the record, spoiler alert, you need heat for these ones, apparently. Instructions would be so nice because there's so many different kinds of these stickers out there. I still haven't figured out the dragonflies and what will also be the smaller butterflies. I can't figure out how they transfer. But so for now, I'm just going to turn some music on, let you watch the process, and enjoy the ride.
I don't know. We sure hope these are gonna work. We should have tried one first, I guess. Let's see.
I really just peeled off.
Oh no, it's not working.
Oh no.
No.
This might actually,
I might just have to leave them like that.
it doesn't look like anything, but on the little.
No, it won't matter, especially when we resin them. Oh, shoot.
What?
Okay, we can't put any more on.
Why?
Well, first of all, I used up all those ones. But second of all, I have to do a layer of resin.
Man,
And then I'm gonna put more of the smaller ones on. And probably some of the dragonflies too. And we're gonna put a couple small dragonflies on. And that way it makes it give it a layer look. It gives it depth. So it really bites. Okay, the first round of butterflies has been added. I'm loving it. I think it's going to look so good. Dragonfly, little stars, butterflies, and I'm coloring in some of them with silver, making little stars. Checking that out. But the next step will be in part 2, which technically will be part 3. But, there's another painting that I have to embellish, so, and I want to do the resin thing too with that. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Stay tuned. You have to see how it turns out in the next one.
Thank you again for joining us for another week of the Creative Art Collective. As usual, the beautiful TaslimaMayaArt was before me. I'm sandwiched in the middle with the incredible Sheldon Briscoe of Shell Rock Art after me. Their links will be found in my description. Here are a few places that you will find me if you are local to the Erie area. Erie, Pennsylvania, that is. You can pause and write down these things. There's more coming, and I will update as they go. Thank you always for watching. I appreciate you so much. You just don't know how much you all mean to me. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't yet. It really does help our small channels grow. And as always, keep creating. Bye.